Are you quietly quitting? In today's episode, I'm talking about this expression and this trend of quietly quitting and how it negatively affects your wealth and your health. Hello, everyone. Troy Thompson here, the owner and founder of AOF Financial. And I heard a new expression today, or excuse me, I heard a new expression this week, which is quietly quitting. So now last year, the expression was the great resignation. So many people resigning from their jobs and moving to other states or certainly maybe other cities, but definitely other states and looking for different work, looking for work where they can work from home. Well, this week I heard the expression quietly quitting. And so I'm like, oh, what's that? Well, quietly quitting is when the worker is just doing the minimum. So it's a trend where employees are doing the minimum at work and kind of a reverse of the tendency to go above and beyond and over deliver. And so then the question is, well, why is this going on? Why are people quietly quitting? And so with this quietly quitting trend, they don't have any desire to go above and beyond. They're not looking to resign, looking to leave. They're just looking to go to work, do the minimum, do what's expected, collect a paycheck, and that's it. And so some of this is blamed on being able to work from home, and so their complacency is more easily hidden by being at home. And then I would also say, for me, I think it's one of two examples or one of two reasons. So one is a lack of work ethic, right? So maybe they never had that example of giving a good effort and being reliable and going above and beyond. And so one piece of the puzzle could be work ethic. And I think another piece is a lack of meaningful work or lack of meaning in their work. And so when I'm just doing the job to get the paycheck and it's not very fulfilling to me mentally, emotionally, intellectually, then there's not any meaning in my work. So then I just don't have this desire to do anything more than the minimum. When I was reflecting on this and I heard this quietly quitting expression this week, I thought of the movie Office Space. And there's a scene in there where one of the main characters, his name is Peter, and he's meeting with the couple guys that are from kind of the corporate level, and they're coming in and doing the downsizing. So in this time period, that downsizing was the expression where they would lay off workers and supposedly become more efficient. And so Peter's being interviewed by these two other gentlemen from the corporate level. And so one of those two gentlemen says, "We see you've been missing a lot of work." And Peter says, "Well, I wouldn't say I've been missing it." And so this goes along with this quietly quitting, where in the movie he talks about how he would sneak in late, come in the side door, and then he would usually sit at his desk and veg out and stare off into space for a while. And so basically he would just do the minimum. So quietly quitting, how is that killing a person's wealth and their health? And so it goes back to what I mentioned a few minutes ago, that there isn't any meaning in the work. So when I'm just simply doing the minimum and I'm not really looking to progress within that organization or go somewhere else and do different work that'd be more meaningful to me, then I've capped out my income. Whatever it is that organization is paying me, that's it. And so my wealth is really hindered. I'm limited by what they're going to do, and I'm limiting myself by what I'm choosing to do, and where I just go to work and I come home and watch Netflix and chill. And so there can be very little meaning in my life. And so I ask, if you're in that position, then I say, well, what do you think is your purpose here on earth? Do you think that you're here to just exist? Is this your destiny? Is this your purpose, to simply just go to work, do the minimum, collect some money, and just come home and watch Netflix or the sports game, whatever is of interest to you, and that's your life, that's your existence, that's what you're intended to do here? Or are you here for something bigger. Were you given any gifts? I believe everyone was given gifts. It's can be the challenge of figuring out what those gifts are and then sharing those gifts with the world. So when my view is that I have a purpose, I have gifts, there's something greater for me to do here on earth, then I am more willing to, take some chances or do something different. Maybe start a business or choose a different career than this career where I'm working and I'm quietly quitting. I'm just doing the minimum. So when I think that I have some gifts and I have some talents to share with the world, and I have a purpose of influencing others in the world, then I'm going to be more inclined to give more and go above and beyond. And that also has an effect on my health. So I use the expression improve your health and improve your wealth, and it works the other way around as well. Improve your wealth and improve your health. But when I have more than adequate, or certainly when I have sufficient for my needs, and then definitely when I have more than sufficient for my needs financially, then I don't have that stress, that physical stress that comes with wondering if I'm going to have enough money to pay my bills, provide for my family, do something nice, whether that's a trip or going out for dinner or buying a present for a family member. And so health and wealth are very closely connected. It's all connected, even though they tend to be discussed separately. I remember recently reading an article. I have my first degree is a bachelor's in nursing from Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska. And so they did a study where they took some low income individuals. I think they did single moms, but it may not have been exclusively single moms. And they did some credit counseling with them. They did some financial education with them, helped them budget, plan, and they worked with them over a period of months. And they did an initial baseline of their height and their weight and blood pressure and blood work and all that. And then through the program of working with them on their finances, then they checked those parameters again towards the end of the study. And they found that there was a statistically significant improvement in their health by taking control of their wealth and their finances. So, are you quietly quitting? And if so, I encourage you to explore your gifts. What is it that are your talents? What do people tell you? Ask them what they think your gifts and your talents are, and then find a way to have a business or have a career that magnifies those talents and those gifts. And then you'll be able to move out of this quietly quitting phase and have some energy and make a difference in the world, and both your physical health and your financial health will improve. So that's today's message. I'm Troy Thompson, the owner and founder of AOF Financial. If any of this is of interest to you and how I can help influence your wealth, then feel free to click on the link in the description and schedule a complimentary session. I can review your situation and see how I can help.